Hello, this whiteboard session is about change. In our current world of fast-paced and constant change, a lot of people are exhausted. They wish for situations that are stable again and not so tough as they are experiencing the current state. However, we think they might be disappointed because, from our perspective, change is the new normal. We need to deal with change and we need to understand how we can deal with it. And this is the purpose of this whiteboard session. So let's first look into how change can be understood and what we can do to manage it. Let's use a quite old concept. It's coming from technology and it has the impact here and the time here. It's the so-called S-curves. It shows the development of a technology over time. For example, the mobile phone. Introducing the mobile phone, the value is quite low, and with more people using a mobile phone, the value increases to a level where there's no additional value. And then a new technology is introduced, for example, the smartphone, that starts already at a higher value level and increases its value over time. The interesting thing is that we can adapt this concept to our organizational setting, understanding that there's 3 states that we need to manage. The first is how we work and lead today. The second is how we work and lead in the future, the 2 S-curves. And then there's a third one. It's the change that is going on, where we try out new stuff and some of it works out and some of it doesn't work out. And this is the third state that we need to manage. So altogether, change is not just managing one situation, it's managing 3 different states. How we do things today, how we might do them in the future, and the change where both things work together at the same time and we need to find out what's the better solution. And in the end, we want to find a way to surf on top of the curve. And this means doing stuff as long as we do it today, as long as it makes sense, trying out new stuff, finding better solutions, and as soon as we have found stuff and methodology that works better, jumping on the new curve and letting old things go away. Having understood that there's 3 states that we need to manage in parallel makes it easier for us to also accept that change is the new normal and won't go away, because there's new S-curves approaching, new ways of working, new ways of leadership, new technologies, new kind of products, change as the new constant in our business activities. And as soon as we accept this, people might be more willing to adapt to this in terms of understanding that it's not today and tomorrow, but it's 3 states they need to manage in parallel, where they need to be open for new approaches, where they need to test out stuff, and at some point it might be required to let old things go and move on with new approaches. And this is how you can deal with these constantly changing requirements. This was our overview about change.